You can probably guess what I'm doing right now. Now, don't expect this to be a dub of quality. I'm just going to be reading out what the text says. Also, let me just briefly avoid you for a second. Hello? Up here. Here we are. Gimme.
Keep up.
Right. Hello there, Kseudonym. How have your recent travels gone? They've gone quite well, thank you. I've heard about your previous adventures. It seems you have become very experienced. As long as you keep going, I believe that it will only be a matter of time before you become a truly great adventurer. Speaking of adventures, we found this one of ours. One of ours. Ugh, I'm rubbish at this. This was left by some irresponsible adventurer. We thought it'd be bad if the commission he took never got resolved, so we brought it back here. A mysterious drum. This one has a cryo marking on it. Indeed, this item is key to a particular commission. Thank you very much. The commission linked to this drum is a very important one from the Academia, and is also critical to the expansion of our operations. Unfortunately, though we have previously given this commission to various talented adventurers, they have all invariably failed. A commission from the Academia? Well, this is an issue that even the Academia cannot solve, so we did expect a relatively high failure rate. Actually, Paimon's getting kind of curious now. What sort of commission is this anyway? Simply put, a recent star observation by researchers from the Academia led to the discovery that the northern skies have become blocked by a strange, heretofore unseen phenomenon. Yeah. Concerned that this would have a great impact on the accuracy of any astrological calculations, the Academia immediately put people together to investigate. This resulted in them delving into ancient records, within which they have found mention of a strange phenomenon known as the sign of Aposha, which bears strong similarities to the recent occurrence. According to these records, this celestial sign appeared after the disaster that engulfed most of Teyvat 500 years ago. Although the circumstances of its eventual disappearance are unclear, its position has been determined to be near the Temir Mountains, at the northernmost regions of the desert. However, that area has only ever been sparsely populated. Even when the ancient desert realms were at their peak, they did not extend that far. And after the cataclysm 500 years ago, that place was one of the areas worst affected by the encroaching abyss due to its being connected to the ancient underground realm. Since then, it has been declared a restricted zone by the Academia. The only people who still live there are a mysterious darshan known by the Academia as the Narjanites. Ugh. A mysterious darshan, you say? If even you're calling it mysterious, Khvarena, it's gotta be something super mysterious. Though they seem like legends to the average person, they were once a darshan of the Academia, albeit one that split off 500 years ago. Then, the researchers who wished to fight the monsters from the abyss banded together and travelled to the depths of the desert, and the Narjanites are an organisation that comprised of the people who stayed there in the end. That said, it has been many years since, and they have branched off further and further from the Academia. They even seem to have developed their own academic traditions. It seems that they also worship a form of energy known as Khvarena. This energy communicates with them in the form of spirits. Well, I feel like I'm going off topic now. The Academia believes that this faction is strongly related to the celestial sign. However, they have not been able to establish contact with the group, and as such have commissioned the guild to assist in their investigations. This is a win-win situation for us as well. Ruins related to Khvarena are located nearby, but exploration in that area has been declared taboo by the academia until now. If this commission is a success, perhaps we will be able to participate in future expeditions to those ruins. Since you have heard me say this much, why don't you take this commission on? Well, since Khvarena is involved.
So after that, it sounds like we just need to look for those whateverites, right? Sounds like it'll be pretty easy. And we get some more from the academia too.
Yes, that drum you picked up was originally given to us by the academia to be used as a token of good faith in our dealings with the Nargunites. Just give it to the organization's leader. It stands to reason that they will have some way to solve this problem. I'll leave this task in your hands then. I've marked the rough position of the Temere Mountains for you. Ad Astra I can't pronounce that. Traveler, may you describe a new legend in the desert sand. So, I'm assuming this is split into parts. Let me just grab that. This is going to be painful on my tongue, I think. You know what? Give me a second.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
There we go.
Keep up.
That must be the sign of Aposha, huh? A huge hole with lots of hard stuff oozing out of it. Oh, things don't look good up there.
Let's avoid those. We're finally at the place Catherine mentioned. The desert looks pretty different from what it seems before. Those are pretty strange crystals all over the place. Let's see if we can find any campsite over. Oh, look, there's someone over there.
It's so hot. Even a mist flower would melt in this heat. Now that I think about it, it wouldn't. But you get what I mean.
Hello.
Okay, hang on. Let me just... I think I accidentally turned on song. There you go. Who are you? You guys don't look like the tribespeople of the desert, more like adventurers from a faraway land. But no matter who you are, this is as far as you will get. Please go back.
We've been permission to come here. We are here to resolve the issue regarding the sign of Aposha.
The sign of Aposha? How did you know of this name?
We're adventurers who have an organization at our backs. Catherine of the Adventurers Guild told us, of course.
Since you know of this sign of Aposha, you must have heard of the Order of Skeptics, right? The Desert Passage Point is a restricted zone under guard. As a ranger of the Order of Skeptics, I cannot let you pass, no matter what reason you may have. Ranger? My apologies, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Pyrrho, a member of the Order of Skeptics, and in charge of guarding this place.
Order of Skeptics? Paimon remembers that Catherine told us to look for the whatever, or something. It looks like Pyrrho isn't the one we're looking for.
Nargunites? Huh. That's a derogatory term those guys from the rainforest had for us. Lord Nargajuna is a hero who fought against the monster alongside the divine bird's heirs. He gained divine power for the right of Chinvat and put an end to the calamity. How dare they call such a great hero and our first Vijnapati by his given name? Wait, why am I telling you outsiders this? Are you two spies from Academia? We're here because, we're here to take care of a problem. So you are the Academia's henchmen. We've tried our best to keep a low profile, but still you've managed to find our trail. Still, I believe that the Academia was full of cowards who would never dare step foot in the desert. I won't lie, you impressed me.
Paimon didn't expect you to have such strong opinions about the Academia.
Of course. Lord, I can't pronounce either of those, has said that we wouldn't have been reduced to the state if it weren't for them. Wait, so you're here to gather intelligence after all? I've revealed more than I should. Anyway, please leave. If this conversation continues, as unwillingness it might be to do so, I will have to end you.
What? You're the one who couldn't resist babbling. Why are you putting the blame onto us?
Also, there's no need to be
rash, alright. Pseudonym, so Pyrrho, that token that Catherine gave us. He'll know what's going on once he sees it.
Token? This better not be some trick.
Ta-da! Look! Told you we weren't lying.
Mysterious drum. This one has cryo markings on it. What is this shabby drum? You call this a token?
Did Catherine mix things up?
You guys don't think you can bribe me with such a small thing, do you? Leave now or things will get nasty. Don't you underestimate us skeptics. Bring it on!
No, my sword! Huh?
And Shroud!
Cease! Cease, I say!
What was my reason for this thing?
Lady Soros, why did you didn't have to attend to such trivial matters personally, let alone in front of these outsiders.
We party appear before whoever we wish, and our violation is not for you mere mortals to question. How dare you overstep your bounds?
Ooh. This is the things about Paimon's size, and the way she talks is kind of funny. Why is Pyrrho calling Lady in that reverent tone?
Your sins will be judged. But the time has yet to come. The two of you over there, as envoys of Academia, it is only polite to state your names first, no? Yeah, we should have introduced ourselves first, but that high and mighty attitude of yours is... My words... my words and actions are not contrary to traditions and principles of the party. The same cannot be said for your nameless persons. Fine, we're not nameless. Paimon is Paimon, and she's Kseudonym. We're adventurers who came here on a commission.
I'm the one who's an adventurer.
Hey, we adventure together all the time.
I need only know your names. Your other trivialities do not concern me. However, as for that drum, that item has a profound connection with our party. It's not something that you mortals should possess. Pseudonym, I command you to present it to me immediately.
No way, at least sound nicer about it when you're trying to ask someone for a favour.
My voice is all over the place.
Besides, this item is important for our commission. We're to hand it to the leader of this order of yours. If we give it to you and fail to complete the commission because of that, not only might we lose our reward, we might even have to pay Mora to the Adventurers Guild. That's a huge loss.
Reward? Mora? To think you would risk your lives in a place fraught with peril for such frivolous reasons. You know nothing of what transpires here. One mistake would send your race tumbling into an eternal samsara, and yet you commit deeds that are beyond even our comprehension. You humans are such interesting beings. No matter, I shall bring you to the leader you speak of. This item would remain worthy tribute, even if you should only present it to me after that meeting.
That's more like it.
Wait, that's still not right. We still have the huge hole in the sky, and if we don't... Huge hole? You refer to the sign of Aposha, right? And you wish to quell this calamity with mere mortal coils? Ha! How presumptuous! It is the duty of us Pari to eradicate the sign of Aposha, an endeavour that I, Sorush, shall give my all to accomplish. To quell this calamity, I will follow in the footsteps of the divine bird Simurg, and sacrifice everything that one might call Sorush. To stand in my way is not a sin that one such as you may bear. Simurg? Foolish beings, have you not heard of the divine bird Simurg? She is the master of Khvarena, who once saved the land from destruction. Legend has it that it was she who split into infinite motes of Khvarena after a sacrifice, thus quelling the catastrophe.
Sure, but Parma doesn't think we need you to sacrifice yourself.
Seen too much of that. In any case, this matter is far beyond your capabilities, and your intervention is futile. All you must do is bear silent witness as I transcend. You shall receive remuneration from this gatherer so long as the calamity is quelled, will you not? Still, do not forget to extol my virtues and laud my accomplishments. After all, even the greatest heroes shall require mere mortals like yourself to sing of their deeds. But Lady Sorash, I'm getting this. Vinjanapati has instructed us to forbid suspicious individuals from interfering before the ritual is completed. I have decided, and as a party, my word is law. Alright, follow me. I will take you to the leader you spoke of. But gird yourself all the same. That which lies ahead is not a place that human beings can easily set foot in. If you get lost or end up being eaten by some monster appearing out of nowhere, there shall be nothing I can do for you.
She really talks a big game, huh?
But she's not annoying. It's not even all that large and she talks like she's all that. And she's not even turning. She's just drifting sideways. At an angle, even.
Keep up.
I apologize for my bad dubbing. I kind of fell off the path. I'm not reading it, I'm still reading it something. I'm sorry, you were so far ahead of me that if you actually said anything, I did not hear you. And that's your fault alone. To think that this place has been acted right.
Blech.
One with the forest. Yeah.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword.
Allow me.
Can't see?
Witness the power of good work.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
One with the force. Yeah. And shroud.
Okay.
What do you mean dead? Aren't they just abyss mages and hurling drills?
To think that you would so easily defeat the rampaging dev, your strength is most radiant indeed. colour, consider me impressed. Though there is still quite a gap between you and us pari, the sight of you fighting valiantly reminds me of those humans of legend who once fought alongside us. I've decided then, you shall have the honour of being my Vasnapati. Vasnapati? Someone doesn't know what that is, but coming for you it can't be anything good, really. Do you not have such things among humans? Strategists, scribes and the like? Those who exist to praise the heroes whose stories they exist in? Neither of those jobs are what you just described. No matter how great the hero, their great deeds must be recorded and sung of by others. If not, the same fate that befell ancient heroes shall befell them also. Though they may have loved violence and conflict, great deeds are still great deeds, and they deserve to be remembered. Alas, those who love conflict would be consumed by it, and once they had slain each other, they were all lost. And because there were no authors or poets to tell of their deeds, once all those who had lived in such times were gone, their works were forgotten to the last. I will not be like them. My great work shall shine so glorious that the world itself will suffer great loss to not know of it. Thus, I shall now give you permission to record those deeds. Rejoice and give thanks, for this is not a grace that few receive from us pari. This all sounds very complicated, but basically you just need someone to tell you how awesome you are, right? Can you find a skeptic to help you out with that? The skeptics? I may admire their spirit, but other than their leader, whom you mentioned previously, the rest are not fit for such work. They speak all day of how conflict is the true nature of this world, but they have themselves lost the ability to engage in such. None of them will be able to witness my sacrifice to its end. Whatever the case, it has been decided. Fret not, you shall be free to do as you please once I have sacrificed myself to restore the pure skies. Till then, you shall witness my valiant form. Well, sure, even if Paimon can't see it. She looks pretty cute, but her attitude's just the worst. The way she goes on us and we such. There aren't offers like her around? Ugh. Just thinking about it makes Paimon feel ill. Oh, flowers. Oh, hello. I found the turtle I was looking for yesterday. Let me grab this. Hello. So, who are you? Sorry. I don't think I can kill that thing. The only reason I was interested in that turtle is because I saw people knock it into the water and it didn't die. Oh. Sorry, she disappeared. The path here is now dotted with grey crystals. When last I left it, it was not yet so. Grey crystals? You mean those crystals we're seeing everywhere? Paimon's had her eyes on them for a while now. What are they? Grey crystals are the remnants of the Black Fire's embers, proof that this land has suffered great calamity. Black Fire? Indeed, I'm sure you've heard of the great calamity that struck long ago, where dark fire rose from beneath the earth and scorched the land. The dark fire opened a bottomless hollow in this land, and the demons of death that crawled through the gap nearly turned this into a lightless realm. Though the gap was blocked by the great tree, the dark fire's filth spread like seeds, and the countless dark and painful memories released by that corruption began to lay down roots and sprout. This persisted till the honoured Lord of Khvarena, the divine bird Simurgh, drank the primordial water left behind by our god, before transforming himself into Khvarena of all kinds and scattering across the land. From that day on, Khvarena has taken the divine bird's place in defending this land, and those painful memories that looked out have been sealed by Khvarena. What was left are those ubiquitous grey crystals. Though they seem no different from any other stone, they may contain objects that are yet to be purified. The grey crystals in this area have increased as of late. I suspect that this has something to do with the sign of Aposha's dark power. But if you have Khvarena's might, we can get rid of these crystals. If my senses do not deceive me, a wandering Khvarena should be nearby. Let us look around. So that's a Khvarena. Oh. Hello. You're just a green Sealy, that's what you are. Well then, I did not misspeak, did I? Ugh. The cultivation grounds of Order of Skeptics lie just ahead. Let's go. Ooh.
Shine down! Hold the line!
Body and brain outlines your...
Illusion shattered! But a momentary destruction.
No, I don't want it. No, stop! There we go. It's slightly over, but counts. Another one? This place is very poorly maintained. Oh.
But a momentary destruction.
I don't quite want to talk to you just yet. Because there's stuff here. Maybe I should talk to him first, so just stealing everything first. Oh. Ah, come on. Ah! Oh. Oh no. Whew. Stairs. Okay. Okay, now that I've rubbed you blind, I feel comfortable talking to you. Hello. Soros, Khvarena's envoy. You have returned. Though it has taken much work on my part, the analysis documents regarding the right of Shinvat will soon be complete. According to my research, we need only collect all the great songs of Khvarena next, and your great work may then be completed. Wait a moment, you two are... Do not fret, they are Kseudonym and Paimon, the newly chosen Yasnapati and her companion. They are here to witness my great work. Hey now, Paimon hasn't agreed to that yet. Yasnapati, you say? Though I will not question your most astute judgment, I fear that allowing ignorant outsiders into this land before the rite of Shinvat is complete may have untoward effects. Know that the people of the Academia surely not desire the rite's completion. Speak no further. I have my reasons for doing this. Well then, take that drum out before you, Kseudonym and Paimon. I bring the drum out as agreed. Corybantes, you say? Ha! Yes, this is an important catalyst for the ritual needed to forge a lupa between ourselves and the party. I have searched for many years for this, and to think it only now comes to me. Ah, this is indeed a good omen for my future plans. It would be good if the fates would also be with me when I lead the Order of Skeptics to throw down the Academia and burn their House of Dana, or whatever they call it, to the ground.
Wow, what a way to casually paint yourself as a villain, huh?
Villain, huh? The Academia are the true villains here, I have no doubt of that. Ah, I forget my introductions. I'm Nisjuna, the Nanapati of the Order of Skeptics, we who cultivate ourselves. If you would use the terminology of the Academia, I would be the equivalent of a sage. But I doubt those pampered folks would care much for what we at the margins call ourselves. We do not look much like those the Academia might send. We did take a commission from them, for sure. So you are of them after all, but it matters not. Even if the entire corps of 30 were to be sent here, my plans could not be halted.
Well, whatever your plans are, we didn't come here to stop them, that's for sure.
Ha! So they would say, those treacherous louts from the Academia, and when my guard is down, you would stab me in the back. Just like those people in funny masks who try to skulk about and steal our academic tomes. They even dared to attack our honoured envoy of Khvarena, Lady Soros. And they met defeat at my hands, each one of them. Very impressive, Soros. I guess those were the Fatui? The Fatui, I know not what you speak, but they were city folk, so I doubt the Academia would be far behind in the shadows. Do not look at us as some miserable few who inhabit the Temur Mountains. We once had such numbers, all the desert north of Mount Demavand would struggle to hold us. It's only because of our harsh environment and the slander and ostracism by the Academia that we have been reduced to this. If it were not for such sage souls as myself holding things together and the protection of Khvarena, these skeptics would have been reduced to nothing long ago. Sounds like quite a disagreement, yeah.
Catherine said that you have had your differences, but it looks like Paimon, like you skeptics, really hate the Academia.
Say not hate, but simply that rather that we simply cannot coexist. When I was young, I did go there to learn in an attempt to mend our differences, but they treated me like an outsider. Though they feign politeness by calling us a branch of the Academia, this is not but a means to belittle us. It is said our predecessors had a class of ideals with them, so they chose to go into the desert to stand against darkness themselves. From day on we have been holding firm in the war against defilement, defending our land. And what have those useless louses been doing in the meantime? Compared to those pampered pedants, we who combine thought, word and deed far better deserve honour for our wisdom.
Paimon doesn't quite get it yet.
You need only understand that conflict is the true nature of this world. Khvarena and impurity, dirty in the true way. It is these struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive, just as surely as the sky does. Those sophists and their fancied darshans believe that the fates of all are inscribed in the skies, and that is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely the truth, then, is an imperfect thing. Perhaps nothing is imperfect. This logic seems a tad bit messy. Only those who dare to refute the truth can gain true wisdom. It seems that such courage is not found in you. Nasurdaya, this is not the time to talk about... This is not the time to talk about such things. Have you not seen how the green crystals hem us in ever more tightly? If we do not extinguish the sign of Aposha too, things shall grow most perilous indeed. Well, speaking of a sign... Right. Those things that we were oh, that's right. We were taxed to fix this whole thing, but after all this talking, we still don't know what it's supposed to be. Well, our plans also involve extinguishing that celestial mark. As for what it is, if it must be described as anything, let us call it the water surface. The water surface? Your explanation is just making things more confusing. The water's reflection, while an illusion, nevertheless hides the truth in itself. So it is like the skies. It is like a mirage, if you have seen those before. Huh, that big hole up there is way spookier than any mirage. Well, it should be, for that celestial sign reflects an otherworldly hellscape. Long ago, Khvarena once built a facility here that connected them to realms beyond. During the great disaster the Kseudonym started, monsters swarmed from that very facility into the nations of the world. The monster tore open a great rift that came to be called Tanugi Hollow, and though they were sealed away with new veins of the ancient tree, this mysterious sign appeared alongside with that. What the sign reflects is that which lies beyond the dark rift, and though the monsters cannot enter to that through the illusion, it nonetheless radiates corrupt energies. The Seda are very verse. Vinanapati extinguished that strange sign together with the party, but as the power of impurity had strengthened over time, this ancient symbol has appeared once more. And should we leave it be? Who knows? That hollow may truly emerge one day, and that ancient war will be reenacted. In truth, it might be interesting to live in such exciting times. What? No, that wouldn't be interesting at all! It matters not. Sumerag drank the Amrita left behind by God, transmuting herself into limitless Khvarena. As the heirs to Divine Bird, solving this problem is the mission that we party have. I, Sorush, will surely leave behind a work great enough to be our equal. Of course, Khvarena's envoy, and we of the Order of Skeptics shall surely help you see your duty through. What's all this talk about sacrifice? Is it really necessary to solve this problem? Well, in truth, I do not know. All documents regarding the sign of Aposha have long been lost, and the traditions and rites surrounding it have also ceased to be passed down. If it had not been for me constantly looking up what documents were left, there might not have been any more left to know that the rite of Chinvat existed at all. According to my research, the party are the descendants of Sumerag, and should therefore also have the power to transform into Khvarena to purify the land. And would you not say that's a grand sacrifice to save the world on the part of the Divine Bird's heirs very much suits our order style? But that's so haphazard. The sacrifice you're talking about doesn't sound like a small thing either. Why aren't we thinking of other ways to solve this issue? I'm sure there's going to be some alternative, right? It's always been this way, hasn't it? Yep, I'm very good at my job. I've already said you need not interfere. Simply witnessing my sacrifice shall suffice. It is something worth celebrating that we parties to sacrifice our lives to purify the earth. Well, you say that, but I would ask that you keep a respectful distance from that which you do not comprehend, outsiders. But since this is the case, well, I was planning to investigate Tanugi Hall to make preparations for the rite of Chinvat anyway. Why don't you come along? I trust that you also wish to see the scars left behind by a fissure that once led beyond our world's bounds. When you see it, I believe you shall understand. Well, Paimon's kind of curious. A sound plan. In that case, I shall lead the way. After all, you would find it impossible to freely traverse the land where Khvarena battles against impurity. My Yashnapati, follow me to the end. Watch me complete my glorious mission. I added glorious because, yeah. Party are very mysterious creatures. And as the bloom guard of our race, Saurish can place your character to fly and move. When Saurish is in flight, your character will stay in place to wait her return. While in flight, Saurish can ascend or descend and can use accelerate skills to increase her flight speed. Saurish cannot be too far from your character though. A bloom guard should never abandon others after all. Saurish can call upon special energies within items around which mysterious mayflies dance. Press Saurish's interact skill to allow her to use powers to guide the might of Khvarena. Hold her interact skill to cause her to stop and continuously channel Khvarena's might. During this time, you control your character as a parry. You can control character freely. As a parry, Saurish can also perceive some things beyond normal human sight. In that case, let me take you to the place where my fated sacrifice will take place. My Yashnapati, I shall simply call you Pale Floater. You are after all as foolish as a spectre. Objection! Paimon's not going to take that coming from someone who's more like a knowing spectre herself. We got the gadget. Prefer a little apart, to be honest. Hello. Oh, he's moved. Is that the same guy? He says he just moved. No, that's never skeptic. Hello, Susie. Lady, sorry, Yashnapati, don't give up so easily. You should try harder. Something happened? Oh no, it's nothing. I'm not making much progress in my research. This is all part and parcel of a researcher's life. What is this? Plumes of purifying light. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to chase it. How do I... Okay. This has got incredible range. No, I'm just going up. Oh. Can I transform out of... If I'm out of Sumeru, can I do that? But there is something up there I saw. I should really be focused on the story, but I just want to get my down. Okay.
Let me weave you a verse.
I hear everything. One with the force.
Illusion shattered.
Body and mind.
Excellent.
Yeah, we'll back here later. Oh, I can use this. This is perfect. What's that? How do I get down? Oh, that's fine. Okay, right, later. Focus on the story. Okay. I want to get at least. I want to knock out at least part 1 on this. Actually, hang on. What did I just do?
Body and mind.
I don't know. I think this cheapens characters, you know? Oh, is that deep bit that Tanuki Holly you were talking about earlier? There's a super huge crystals all over the place, even bigger than the ones we saw before. They look a lot scarier too. These are once huge trees used to seal and subdue the creatures of the dark depths. The power of defilement has corrupted them, warping them to such forms as you see now. Since the monsters have been sealed, it sure doesn't look like anyone needs to sacrifice themselves again. That is why we must use the power of Khvarena to reopen the way. Hey, wouldn't that just release the monsters again? They took so much effort to seal too. No, I just mean that we must open the path to the sign of Aposha. That way to the rift in the earth was sealed long ago. It can never lead to true darkness again. But it is exactly why the sealed rift does indeed connect to the illusion of the abyss. We need only use the great songs of Khvarena to stabilize the seal before initiating the rite of Shinvat to pass through the darkness and reach a sign. Right. The rite of Shinvat. What is that? This is a ritual performed by the Pi that will allow us to open a path through the darkness. It is said that the first Vinanapati, Nagarjuna, and the parties did just that, and the Pi did that. But we must first obtain the great songs and gather the power of Khvarena in order to initiate the rite. That's all very well and good, but what will we do once we reach the side sun? I do not know what happens after that. I have encountered legends that our first Vinyanapati Nagarjuna was lifted up to the heavens, where he used divine power to extinguish the sign, but that I feel is merely a myth. I believe that the Khvarena's envoys will have some way. Since he can purify the defiling impurities, they must have some way to extinguish the sign. Ha! Did Sorush not also say that she wishes to imitate the sacrifice of Sumerug? The world is built upon conflict and sacrifice after all. Well, that's what Sorush says, sure, but that's way too irresponsible of you. Don't fret. Before the necessity of any sacrifice can be ascertained, we shall We must still bring the great songs of Khvarena together. At the moment, we have yet to take even the first step forward. Uh-huh. Says the guy who's been talking this the whole time. Well, basically only the party have been chosen as Bloomguard, who have been chosen as Bloomguard can touch the great songs. But our current envoy, Lady Soros, has yet to obtain that right. Is that so? For all the bluster, you really aren't all that Soros. You dare speak to me like that, pale floater. Well, Paimon isn't a pale floater. Only by obtaining twin-horn chaplets may she become the Bloomguard. Of being able to gather the power of Khvarena. As such, she must first be acknowledged by Lady Zurvan, the first party. I wish they'd use something different instead of chaplet there, okay? I really do. She is a mighty party who once fought alongside her ancestors. It is even said she was the very party who fought alongside the ancient heroes who subdued the embers of the abyss. But that elder of ours is utterly unreasonable. She refuses to acknowledge my dearest desire. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that. Still, even without the twin-horn chaplet, my sacrifice shall suffice to accomplish this deed. Of course, I do not intend to doubt your desire to sacrifice yourself this way, but if you are unable to perform the rite and pass through the dark hollow, your wish will not be fulfilled nonetheless. However, I do have a suggestion. Lady Soros called you her Yashnapati, did she not? Why don't you go with her to the Vorukasha Oasis? That is where Lady Zurvan may be found. Perhaps Lady Zurvan may yet change her mind should she see that we humans view Lady Soros as the predestined envoy. Why aren't you going? I am her Yashnapati, but after all, oh well, you know what, we've got our commission to complete. Oh, as for me, she would certainly look down on such a bookish man like myself, considering her many years of experience. If she looked down upon me, I doubt she would ever change her mind. This is the only method we have present to change our current situation, so please, do go with Lady Soros to the sacred place protected by the Khvarena. Aren't you a sneaky one? Looks like you're the only person coincidentally out of a job. Of course not. There's much I must do. For example, the preparations for the rite of Chindrat still must be done. I must also consult the words of ancient scribes once more to ascertain the locations of the great songs. As for the Kore drum you brought, I believe I may now form a connection with the party who sleep at present once more. Their awakening is necessary for the rite of Chinvat to occur. Regardless, I'll leave the matter of the Trinhorn chaplet to you two. Once everything is complete, let us meet at the campsite upon the Temir Mountains. Oh well, so we have to look for that party elder, right? Let's hope she isn't as nasty as Soros is. That way. What happens if I just glide over this thing? Ooh, dish. Wait. But at the same time, what's up there? Sorry. What is this thing? How do I break the straw? Ah, here we are. The Nirodha fruits are born by special plants that have been nourished by the Amarita, and their juices contain the same mysterious power. Press Sarah's interact skill to cause her to harvest the Nirodha fruits, and it doesn't look like a fruit. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Okay. Did something. Sorry. Sorry. How? What do I? Did I break it by accident? did I just do?
No, my sword!
Do I have to climb up there first? What do I do? You know, I don't understand this. It's maybe a thing for some other time.
Time to act.
I give up. Ignore the shinies.
And Shroud! I think we can forego the lost and found report.
I don't know, I think it's a bit clunky. What is this? What did I just do? Never mind, I just happened to witness the undignified state of my kind. No matter, we shall keep going. You see, this makes Paimon even more curious. Let Paimon have a look. Oh, that's one really strange tree. The way it's shaped like a circle looks like it's a door. If you walked through it, it might lead somewhere. Ha! Paimon definitely would like to go first. The Farvasi's theories are no doors. You'll simply disturb the residual power residing within if you simply barge through them. So that's called a Farvasi tree. Where are the residual party? Paimon can't see them at all. Of course, Pale Floater can't see them. They're still trapped by the obsession of the past, after all. It may not be what they wish for, but the sight of them clinging desperately to this world. How absurd and pathetic. This may look a little strange, but calling them pathetic is just mean. And looking at you being surrounded by so many plants, Paimon actually thought you'd feel at home. I only feel at home when I'm on the battlefield. Only the battle lasting till the end of time can be perceived as true eternity. Now that you're following me, you'd better grasp that as early as possible, Pale Floater. These Farvasi tales are party that fought to the very end against the defilement that had been corrupting the land. Using the last remnants of their power, they transformed into the state that you see now. They exhausted their strength to the point they could no longer maintain their form and were rejected by the Vorukasha Oasis for being tainted. Legend has it that in ancient times, the Order of Skeptics would hold a ritual of purification for them, so they could bring them all back to the Vorukasha Oasis. But nowadays, there remains no one in the Order of Skeptics who is able to perform such a ritual. The best they could do is keep these Farvasi trees alive. But this only prolongs their suffering. Judging by their current experience, they seem to have nothing left but the bitter memories they've endured to endure alone. In a way, they've also fulfilled their mission, but it was all a meaningless act compared to a true sacrifice. Looks like we should help them. So, is there a way to save them? Oh, Paimon, can't just leave them suffering and endure like this. You can't? That makes you weak, Pale Floater. Being compassionate is indeed one of the great Cymric's many noble qualities, but one cannot survive here with merely a kind heart. Besides, Ruspari, to exhaust our strength in the final stand against evil is really the best ending one can dream of. I see no necessity to change anything. Well, that's what you think. Paimon, I have a different idea. Perhaps they have different ideas too, you know. If Paimon was trapped here, Paimon would definitely want to go back home and be with everyone else. We Pari share no such weaknesses. Fine. Since even my Yashnapati fancies so, I shall wake her up with my power and let you listen to her dimming voice.
The value of knowledge cannot simply be quantified in monetary terms.
For frick's sake.
Keep...
It's just a... Well, you're useless. What does this skill even do?
Flowers have...
Whoops.
yet.
Again, you're useless. Oh. Oh no. What did I just do? Did I do something? No, I didn't.
Rain outlines your fate.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get the hang of this. Would you just stop it?
Body and mind.
I give up. I'll figure it out, but it won't be today. Let me just bring Tsunari back to life. There you go. Do I just walk through them? But the thing is, she isn't harvesting them. She's quite literally just swapping between states. Ugh. Okay, I'm just gonna... Looks like a tail. Here we are.
Provisions are vital.
Okay. Looks like a giant tail. Oh. Whoa, the crystals here, look. Could this be one of the Waynut that we've seen? I know it's undignified. Still, it does not have a sinful form. Perhaps it was merely unlucky to have been caught in the crossfire and sealed here. Well, maybe it's a good thing to be sealed here. If not, it may just pop it at the ground and swallow us all in one go. I'll protect you, Paimon, but I don't think you'd be very good to eat. Paimon knows that. You two certainly look like you get on well. Of course, we're the best of buddies. But is it also not said that even constant companions would fail to notice if the other was spirited away by a sprite? These stories are quite common too, yes? What are you talking about? Kseudonym would never do that. I merely jest. If you're a bosom buddy, surely some idle jokes will not move you. We shall soon reach the Volukasha oasis. Come, let us hurry. Where? Also, that tree over there. That's not for that. It's a tree. So that's how we talk to it. Hello. First it's those huge dogs, now it's those huge bugs. Please help me bring whoever's been left behind here. Yeah, it's more time. Actually.
Let's move out.
First, leave it. Witness the power of Khvarena.
Why is there a chest here?
I like his voice when he says it that. I think I'm gonna have to ditch Stinkcho. For some reason this isn't working quite right. Why not?
Ready for a rehearsal?
Yes, you can. No? Maybe you can't. Okay, I'm going. Lizard.
Keep up.
Where did I just walk into?
Time for takeoff. Hold the line.
One with the force. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Why is there a chest here?
I like the voice. It's changed. Used to be rubbish, now it's actually quite good. Yeah, I'm coming! We are indeed continuing onward. Sort of time for you to get out and do work. What? If I knew how to do that, I would, but I don't. Oh. How do I pick this up? Can I pick this up? Ah. For oh, it's that one first. This one. Okay. Done it wrong, so I have to start again. Okay.
Why is there a chest here?
Okay. Taking this with me. Because I can. Oh, I can't apparently. It's just like Asajina said, the defiled energy is oozing out a huge gap. It looks like a large There's a large tree stump down there. The energy coming from blah blah blah. Paimon doesn't know sure what it is, but let's go down and have a look. Huh. Right, let's actually get into this. Huh? Okay.
Why is there a chest here?
I'm hearing magma. Never heard that in this game before. Oh. I think I understand the song now. Okay, so that's how you do it. Can I actually kill small animals with this? Isn't there a fox over here? Let's find out. Die! Die, small animal. No. Okay. I'm very happy that I got that mechanic. Okay, come on. Ooh, another shrine.
Smells like something good is inside.
Let's go around this way, I think. Yes. Woo. Wonder how that works in the middle of a cutscene. Paimon didn't think there was such a huge patch of green on the every end of the mountain. We were just in the desert too. How strange. Impressive, is it not? It is our homeland, after all. The homeland of the party? So there'll be lots of other people like you here, right? You know what, Paimon's not all that keen on going all of a sudden. Should you not be excited beyond words? The big tree stump over there looks like it's holding off the stuff oozing out of that big hole. That is I am not pronouncing that, the sacred form of the god that has granted us party life. It is not just some large stump. That's a god? Well, we've seen other gods, but this is the first time we've seen one looking like that. That is because our god cannot be considered alive. 500 years ago, our great god gave all to quench the power of the disaster afflicting this place. But she was stained with corruption and could not be reborn in a pure plane. Thus her divine consciousness continues to wander the mortal one. Our great god left us with sanctified Amrita, and the Lord of Vendure called that to grow from that, thus anchoring our god to this realm. The Vodakasha oasis has been nurtured by the Amrita, and even the Khvarena that defends the earth gains its unending power by the grace of Amrita. But this god of yours doesn't look too well. She's been trying to hold out against the stuff coming out of that hole this entire time. Her power maintains a seal over the Dark Hollow. I fear that the emergence of this sign is due to the attraction of that evil power. If it were not for the presence of the defilement surging forth from that hollow would have infected the entire world. But it is also due to performing this duty that the tree has deteriorated so much. I do not believe I could ever bear to be reduced to such a state. This is why I must leave a legacy of heroism behind for all to remember before it does happen. Well, never mind that. Let's look for this Servan person, shall we? If you get that chaplet and fix the sky real quick, that'll make your god feel all better too. Blah. I'm not pronouncing even half of those words, okay? I'll look them up and I'll try. But I don't guarantee anything. If I can't do it, I'm not doing it. Yay. Pretty. Maybe Fontaine will have somewhat French sounding names, which is fine, okay? I don't mind French sounding names. Half of them have made themselves away, have already migrated to the English language. Where am I? Good to know, I'm stuck. Lovely place.
Yeah.
Sorry, birdie. Squirrels. I hope our actions with Lillipar in retrieving our fragments didn't cause all this. Because it's close enough that I feel kind of worried. Hello? Anyone? We'll be able to see the Elder once we get out of here. You aren't getting nervous, are you, Sardosh? Impossible. Do not second guess me frivolously, floater. Oh.
Keep up.
Yoink. Can I double yoink? Nah, I'm not. I'm too short. Tried. Ooh, another waypoint? Just here? Gosh, this place is beautiful. Uh-oh. Let's try not to drown in that like a few inches of water, shall we? Looks like a grave. Ooh, a party! Hello, Zuran. Are you Zurvan? Well, if it isn't sort of such a rare guest. It's been a while, Elder Zurvan. Elder? Well, if you call me that, then you should follow the party norms and cease consorting with those humans whose hearts are heavy with their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against their norms. I've only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the Skyfire, just as the Divine Bird did. And is that why you've learned all that claptrap about sacrifice for the humans? We party care nothing for such foolishness. But isn't it a duty as party to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against defiling impurity? Await the call of destiny, Soros. Only humans rushing blindly. This destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. I cannot be expected to sit and wait for it. And that is precisely the danger. The chaplet you seek contains the highest authority over Khvarena. And giving it to you, I may as well be handing the power of Khvarena over to those untrustworthy humans. Can't you just have more faith in me, Elder? You two look like we've been left out over here, aren't we? It also seems like Soros loses that cocky attitude of hers when in front of Zurvan, huh? Yeah, she probably has some other hidden facets to her person. That's a scary thought. Well then, little ones, you came with Sorush, yes? This is not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. Let's see. Well, you certainly aren't for the order of skeptics. You seem to be outlanders, in fact. Well, in matters of courtesy, I suppose you two shall introduce yourselves first. I don't ask humans for names often, you know. Paimon, she's Kseudonym. We're adventurers who shot across Tibet. Adventurers? So you're travellers, then? Well, now, I do think I've seen a traveller much like yourself before. This is the forbidden land of the party, the paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which we pay reverence to our great god. Only heroes who have forged bonds with Pari and pilgrims who have come to genuflect before a god may enter. I shall take that you are Sorush companions, then. Huh. It's been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. That said, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in the desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? Ha! I shall not permit such discourteous folks to enter our hidden realm. In the past, we Pari did indeed fight alongside our ancestors. We even lived here together. But many years have passed, and folly has grown strong among them. Even the traditional rites have become utterly forgotten. None living among them now can forge a lupa with a Pari. They should have been the one to conduct the rite of Absor for the tree that suppresses the Dark Hollow, thus cleansing it of the filth that stained it. Yes, the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but if they had not neglected the rite that caused the seal to weaken, this terrifying sign would have never reappeared so soon. But humans have tradition is reliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you outlanders, blank slates that you are, certainly seem more dependable. Paimon's not sure if you're actually praising us or not, but we're here to... I would guess that you're here about the sign in the sky. I doubt that anyone would notice our little looking up for this great crisis. Well, we were commissioned to deal with that large hole, yeah. Oh my, it's as I guessed. I guessed that even after so long, this short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. Still, if it were not that way, would you ever need us Pari to act on your behalf? Looks like Pari are pretty nasty as a whole. Regardless, since humans, heroes have graced our secret garden, it seems the gears of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be an interesting human being too. That takes me back. Once upon a time, I too travelled alongside humans, as curious as you to quell calamity. Perhaps you really might equal their great deeds. Well then, it is decided. I shall give you a chance. The two of you certainly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish skeptics. Elder, shouldn't you put your trust in me instead? Well, as for you, you do know where Rashu and Mira are. Go bring them here. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. They will serve as proof of your trustworthiness, and I will be able to give the chaplet to you. Oh, Paimon knows, so this is the kind of skill that everyone needs to get together to break, and then we can get the chaplet, right? Ah, such impoverished imagination. The chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve the issue of the sign of Aposha, we will need their strength. Sorush alone will not be able to open the path through the Dark Hollow, not even with the chaplet. This, perhaps, is another example of the rule of three. Paimon doesn't really know what you're saying, but as long as we can get to the chaplet, it's fine. Indeed, Kseudonym, Paimon, do help Sorush out, alright? I don't need help. You're not very honest, Sorush, but since your elder said so, I guess you just gotta listen to us. I'm gonna call this part 1. Done over with. Oof. So I'm gonna stop right now because I need a drink. I need water. My throat hurts. I will see you tomorrow. Oh. Last time we convened was many years ago now. I know not if they were still as they were before. Okay. I will see you all tomorrow. Possibly I'll be better prepared with more water. And I'll try to research how to figure out how to use Sorush a bit better. Let's go say hi to this channel, Kotoki Yoroi. Oh, my head hurts. My head actually hurts. Maybe they're having a better time. I hope they're having a better time. Bye.
Huh.